It's an amazing feeling as a native of Northern Ireland to get the honour of building the first large-scale solar park in Northern Ireland. In fact, the first large-scale solar park anywhere in Ireland. We're really, really proud of what we've done in Crookedstone. We've actually entered into a power purchase agreement with Belfast International Airport. So they will essentially be running a significant percentage of the airport using green electricity supplied directly from our solar park.
At Belfast International Airport we had a problem. Our costs of energy are very high, and as a good corporate citizen, our carbon footprint and the way we behave in regarding to green matters is important to us. Everything is 24/7 at Belfast International. We need certainty of supply, we need capability of supply, and we need to make sure it's the right price. We produce our own power through our own generators. We use electricity off the main grid. Radars, fire stations, our runway lights, there's literally thousands of light bulbs.
Belfast International Airport, with over 5 million passenger movements and over 12,000 megawatt hours demand, they were the ideal candidate for us. Their usage means that they have a huge electricity bill. What Lightsource have actually come in and done is obviously offer them our PPA, which is a direct wire behind the meter installation where we find the site, we build the site, fully funded by Lightsource, and we power a certain percentage of their energy needs. And the appeal is not just the carbon footprint that they're trying to reduce, but the logic behind contracting with us for long-term PPA is you're securitizing a fixed rate for that 25 years. So what we've essentially done in the first year by doing the power purchase agreement is give them savings of £130,000. And I think over the lifetime of the contract, we're going to save them over £6 million.
When Lightsource came to us with the idea of actually hooking up to our high voltage system, we were a little bit sceptical. But we gave it a try. We were amazed by Lightsource's capabilities in installing quite a large solar farm close to the airport. When you have a situation where we use more than 2 megawatts, and on the first real day of sunshine, it's generating in excess of 3, we took 2 megawatts, 9 hours of running the airport without any other power sources. Pretty impressive after only a few days of operation. We get a capability which gives us savings. In March, our cost is down 23%. The long-term contract we have with Lightsource gives us certainty. It gives us a source of power which is always going to be there. For us in Belfast International, it was the only choice.
Scotland. The UK's northernmost country is a land of mountain wildernesses, interspersed with glacial glens and lochs. Scotland is surrounded by the bracing waters of the North Sea to the east and the North Atlantic Ocean to the west and north. There are over 700 islands, mostly in groups, to the west, the Inner and Outer Hebrides, and north, Orkney and Shetland Islands. This beautiful country, well known for its dramatic scenery of mountains and valleys, rolling hills, green fields and forests, and rugged coastline. Scotland has lively and friendly cities often of great architectural significance, and a rich history and heritage. While the sun may not always shine, the warm welcome and wonderful diversity of places, landscapes and experiences mean that Scotland has much to offer any traveller. In this video, we are going to look at the 10 best places to visit in Scotland. Please remember to subscribe, give me your feedback, and share it with your friends. Enjoy watching. Orkney. Vibrant, distinctive, innovative. Orkney is a land of opportunity, forged by 5,000 years of unique history. 70 islands, including 20 that are inhabited, make up the Orkney Islands, an archipelago off the north coast of Scotland. With a unique culture and history, Orkney has a strong identity of its own. The largest island, and also the most populated, is known as the mainland. On the east mainland coast lies Kirkwall, the ancient capital of Orkney, with its Viking cathedral, fishing port, and distillery. The archipelago's other main port and town, Stromness, is located in the south of West Mainland. The prehistoric Ring of Brodger, a circle of stone formations used in rituals, is a must-see. Glasgow. The largest city in Scotland, Glasgow dates back to prehistoric times, on the River Clyde. Glasgow offers a blend of internationally acclaimed museums and galleries, stunning architecture, vibrant nightlife, fantastic shopping, and a diverse array of restaurants and bars. The largest seaport in Britain, it was once an important hub for shipbuilding and trade with North America. Disarmingly blending sophistication and earthiness, Scotland's biggest city has evolved over the last couple of decades to become one of Britain's most intriguing metropolises. The soberly handsome Victorian buildings, legacies of wealth generated from manufacturing and trade, suggest a state sort of place. Hebrides. The Hebrides is an archipelago comprising hundreds of islands off the northwest coast of Scotland. Divided into the inner and outer Hebrides groups, they are home to rugged landscapes, fishing villages, and remote Gaelic-speaking communities. The Hebrides comprise more than 40 islands and innumerable barren islets, but only a few of those islands are inhabited. There has been considerable depopulation, especially in the outer Hebrides, during the 20th century, because of a lack of economic opportunities. The Hebrides are known for their unique natural features. The economy of the island centers on crofting, weaving, and fishing. Glencoe. One of Scotland's best-known glens or valley, Glencoe is stunningly beautiful. Located 26 kilometers south of Fort William, Glencoe is nestled between hills and mountains. Glencoe is perhaps Scotland's most famous and most scenic glen. It is also arguably Scotland's most historic glen, and it was recently voted as Scotland's most romantic glen. Glencoe is unquestionably one of Scotland's most historic and scenic glens. It is not only a holiday centre for hill walking and mountaineering, it is also an ideal base from which to explore the Highlands of Scotland. Stirling. It is a city in central Scotland. Located on the River Forth, Stirling is the administrative centre for the Stirling Council area, and is traditionally the county town of Stirlingshire. Stirling is a good place to see a medieval Scottish town, complete with imposing fortress, 12th century castle, and church. The city of Stirling is Scotland's heritage capital, where the wars of independence were fought and won. Stirling has always been one of the most important cities in Scotland. Visitors to Stirling will find a host of attractions and events in and around Stirling. Loch Lomond and the Trossachs. It is a national park in Scotland, centred on Loch Lomond, and includes several ranges of hills, and the Trossachs. The park is the fourth largest in the British Isles, with a total area of 720 square miles, and a boundary of some 350 kilometres in length. The park consists of many mountains and lochs, and the principal attractions are scenery, walking, and wildlife. There are 21 Munros. Munro means mountains higher than 3,000 feet. 19 Corbetts, mountains between 2,500 and 3,000 feet. 22 larger lakes, 50 rivers, and 2 forest parks within the boundaries of the Loch Lomond and Trossachs National Park. Throughout the whole year, the local communities in the national park organise events for the whole family, where visitors are most welcome to attend. Inverness. Britain's most northern city, Inverness is the gateway to the Scottish Highlands. Located at the northern end of Loch Ness, Inverness is a good place to visit in Scotland. Walk along the River Ness to the Ness Islands, the Caledonian Canal, or the churches along the river. Inverness is also a thriving modern city that continues to grow. With its suspension bridges across the River Ness and old stone buildings, it is a pretty place, which is well known for its floral displays. In the recent past, Inverness has experienced rapid economic growth. St Andrews. One of Europe's finest towns, St Andrews is a place of history, learning, and culture, a wonderful coastal resort, and the world's home of golf. St Andrews is a seaside town, northeast of Edinburgh, on Scotland's east coast. For a small town, St Andrews has made a big name for itself, firstly, as a religious centre and place of pilgrimage, then, as Scotland's oldest university town. The University of St Andrews is the third oldest in the English-speaking world. St Andrews is the home of golf and the most frequent venue in the Open Championship. St Andrews is a charming and historic town that attracts visitors from all over the world. Graced with over 4,000 heritage-listed buildings, the Scottish capital is one of the world's most beautiful cities. An ancient city, steeped in history. Located on the Firth of Forth, Edinburgh is Scotland's capital and has served as a seat of parliament since the 15th century. The city has lots of things to see and do, and is the second most popular tourist destination in Great Britain, after London. It has a medieval old town and elegant Georgian new town, with gardens and neoclassical buildings. Looming over the city is Edinburgh Castle, home to Scotland's crown jewels and the Stone of Destiny, used in the coronation of Scottish rulers. The capital city of Scotland is one of Europe's most beautiful cities, draped across a series of rocky hills overlooking the sea. A cosmopolitan capital with an incredible selection of world-class attractions, hotels, shops, eating, drinking, and nightlife. Loch Ness. It is a large, deep, freshwater loch in the Scottish Highlands, extending for approximately 37 kilometres southwest of Inverness. Loch Ness is best known for alleged sightings of the Loch Ness Monster, also known affectionately as Nessie. Loch Ness is the second largest Scottish loch, by surface area at 22 square miles, after Loch Lomond, but due to its great depth, it is the largest by volume, in the British Isles. It contains more fresh water than all the lakes in England and Wales combined, and is the largest body of water in the Great Glen, which runs from Inverness, in the north, to Fort William, in the south.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Welcome aboard from the flight deck. This is your captain speaking. I want to thank all of you for being with us today. We are just getting the last of the luggage stowed on board and we should be departing on time in just a few minutes. I will be speaking to you again later on, so thanks again and enjoy the flight. Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, looks like I spoke too soon and we will be a bit delayed departing the gate. It should only be a few minutes, however. Thank you.
Herzlich willkommen an Bord, liebe Fluggäste. Im Namen der heutigen Crew darf ich Sie auf Ihrem Condor-Flug begrüßen. Wir sind in Kürze startbereit. Bitte nehmen Sie sich jetzt noch einen Moment Zeit für Ihre Sicherheit.
Meine Damen und Herren, wir möchten Sie bitten, sich mit den Sicherheitsvorkehrungen an Bord dieser Maschine vertraut zu machen. Vielen Dank für Ihre Aufmerksamkeit. Bitte verstauen Sie Ihr Handgepäck in den Gepäckfächern über Ihren Sitzen. Für schweres und haariges Handgepäck nutzen Sie den Stauraum unter Ihren Vordersitzen. Und achten Sie darauf, dass es sicher verschlossen ist. Bitte legen Sie nun Ihren Sicherheitsgurt an. Zum Schließen Ihres Gurtes führen Sie beide Gurtteile zusammen und ziehen Sie diese fest. Zum Öffnen des Gurtes brauchen Sie nur den Verschluss anzuheben. Da jederzeit unerwartete Turbulenzen auftreten können, bleiben Sie bitte wie ehrt zu Ihrer eigenen Sicherheit während des gesamten Fluges angeschnallt. In jedem Fall jedoch, wenn die Anschnallzeichen eingeschaltet sind. Bitte suchen Sie dann auch die Waschräume nicht auf. Wir bitten Sie, Ihre Mobiltelefone sowie alle weiteren elektronischen Geräte wie Musikplayer oder Computer während Start und Landung vollständig auszuschalten. Sobald wir unsere Reiseflughöhe erreicht haben, dürfen Handys im Flugmodus benutzt werden. Einen Überblick, welche elektronischen Geräte Sie während des Fluges benutzen dürfen, finden Sie in Ihrem Condor-Magazin. Dieser Flug ist wie alle Condor-Flüge ein Nichtraucherflug. Das Rauchen ist während des gesamten Aufenthalts an Bord nicht gestattet, auch nicht in den Waschräumen. Verstöße haben juristische Konsequenzen und werden dementsprechend verfolgt. Dieses Flugzeug verfügt über 12 Notausgänge. Sie sind mit dem Wort Exit gekennzeichnet. Leuchtstreifen im Boden markieren den Weg zu den Notausgängen. Bitte beachten Sie, dass sich der nächste Notausgang auch hinter Ihnen befinden kann. Die Ausgänge haben aufblasbare Rutschen, über die Sie das Flugzeug im Notfall verlassen. Die Schwimmwesten befinden sich unter Ihrem Sitz und sind einfach zu handhaben. Ziehen Sie die Schwimmweste über Ihren Kopf, haken Sie den Gurt ein und ziehen Sie ihn straff. Unmittelbar bevor Sie das Flugzeug über die Notausgänge verlassen, ziehen Sie an den roten Griffen, um die Weste aufzublasen. Benutzen Sie zusätzlich die Mundschläuche, falls erforderlich. Im Fall einer Notwasserung werden die Rutschen an den Notausgängen als Flöße benutzt. Schwimmwesten für Kleinkinder erhalten Sie von unseren Flugbegleitern, die Ihnen gerne erklären, wie sie angelegt werden. Im unwahrscheinlichen Fall eines Druckverlusts fallen automatisch Sauerstoffmasken aus der Kabinendecke. Ziehen Sie die Maske ganz zu sich heran und drücken Sie sie fest auf Mund und Nase. Helfen Sie danach Kindern und hilfsbedürftigen Menschen. Alle Informationen für Ihre Sicherheit finden Sie auch auf der Sicherheitskarte, die sich in der Sitztasche vor Ihnen befindet. Bevor wir nun starten, bitte überprüfen Sie noch einmal, ob Sie alle elektronischen Geräte ausgeschaltet haben und die Sitzgurt geschlossen ist. Stellen Sie nun die Rückenlehne Ihres Sitzes senkrecht. Klappen Sie die Tische vor sich zurück und die Armlehne Ihres Sitzes nach unten. Die Sonnenblenden müssen für Start und Landung geöffnet sein. Wir wünschen Ihnen nun einen sehr angenehmen Flug mit Condor. Ready for takeoff?
Ein kleiner Schritt für Sie, aber ein großer Schritt für Ihre Flugsicherheit.
Missão completa. Aciona travões de afinamento. Desengatar o trator. Aguarda um pouco. Trator desengatado, destino de direção removido. Sinal da mão à direita. Até breve e tenha um bom voo.
May we have your attention, please, for the following presentation about safety on board. Your hand luggage must be placed in the overhead bin or under the seat in front of you. It's forbidden to place hand luggage in front of the bulkhead seats or the emergency exits. For safety reasons, the use of any electronic devices is prohibited during taxiing, takeoff, and landing. Personal electronic equipment, such as telephones and wireless transmitting devices, may not be used at any time during the flight. Please fasten your seatbelt now as we're taking off. Because turbulence can occur unexpectedly, you are obliged to have your seatbelt fastened whenever you're seated, until the aircraft comes to a full stop after landing. Whenever the fasten seatbelt sign is on, the use of the lavatories is not permitted. For takeoff and landing, make sure that the back of your seat is in a fully upright position and that your tables are folded away. Secure infants with the infant's belt, which will be distributed by your flight attendant if needed. This is a non-smoking flight. Smoking is not permitted at any time on board. Smoking in the lavatories is dangerous and will activate a smoke alarm. If cabin pressure is lost, oxygen masks will be released automatically. Pull the mask towards your face and cover your nose and mouth. Then help children and other passengers. In case of impact on land or water, position yourself as shown on the screen. You may use either position. To evacuate the aircraft, follow the illuminated escape path markings. The emergency exits are identified by exit signs and are located as shown on the screen and the safety on board card. Your life jacket is located under your seat or below the armrest. Pull the life jacket over your head and attach the strap. Do not inflate your life jacket until you leave the aircraft. Pull the strap until the life jacket is properly adjusted. If the life jacket does not inflate or needs more air, blow through the rubber tube. Infant life jackets will be distributed if required. In case of emergency on water, the evacuation slides will serve as rafts. The safety on board card shows the various procedures and the use and location of the safety equipment. Please study the card carefully. In an emergency, you must follow the orders given by the crew. Thank you for your attention.
Für weitere Informationen wenden Sie sich bitte an Ihr Kabinenpersonal. Im Notfall müssen Sie sich an die Anweisungen der Besatzung halten. Wir danken für Ihre Aufmerksamkeit. Pour de plus amples informations, veuillez vous adresser à votre personnel de cabine. En cas d'urgence, vous devez suivre les instructions de l'équipage. Nous vous remercions de votre attention. Per ulteriori informazioni, la preghiamo di contattare il personale di cabina. In caso di emergenza è obbligatorio seguire le istruzioni dell'equipaggio. La ringraziamo per la sua attenzione.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, I will be turning off the seatbelt signs shortly. We've got a top-notch cabin crew to serve you, and they should be able to begin that great service very soon.
It's 129 or decimal 1. Decimal 1 today.
From the flight deck, your captain here, between the world below and some great cloud formations, we have a lovely view outside the aircraft today. Mother Nature at her best. Ladies and gentlemen, from flight deck, I'm turning off the seatbelt signs at this time. However, as we cannot predict when there may be unexpected turbulences ahead, you should always do as we do up front and keep your seatbelt fastened when you are in your seat. Enjoy the flight. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, we are just about to begin our descent, and I will be turning on the seatbelt signs shortly. So please return to your seats as soon as you can. Thank you. Cabin crew, please prepare cabin for landing. Please prepare cabin for landing. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now on our final approach. I'd like to thank all of you for flying with us today. We appreciate the business and we hope to see you again soon. Thank you.
And ladies and gentlemen, those double chimes indicate that we're well into our descent, so all electronic equipment needs to be turned off at this time and safely stowed away along with any other carry-on luggage you may have taken out. Also, please check to make sure that your seat back is in the full upright position, your tray table stored and locked in place, and your seatbelt fastened. For those of you in our our business and first class cabins, if you would make sure that you push the green airplane reset mode button. And for those of you in first class, your shoulder straps must be fastened.
KLM 740 runway 27 clear to land, wind 27032 gusting for 9.
Easy 430 Alpha.
Easy 430 Alpha, wind 27034 gusting for 9 now.
Thank you, Easy 430 Alpha.
Easy 43 Juliet Alpha, runway 27 clear to land, wind 28035 knots gusting for 9.
27 clear to land, Easy 430 Alpha.
Tower low, KLM 702, ILS 27. KLM 702, wind 28031 gusting 46.
Tower, good morning, Shamrock 60 Alpha, ILS 27, 8 miles.
Shamrock 60 Alpha, roger, wind 28033 gusting 46.
60 Alpha.
KLM 702, runway 27, clear to land, wind 28035 gusting 46.
Goedemorgen KLM 281, maar het is departure 24 Sierra 7.
KLM 281, roger, and runway 24, Sierra 7, cleared for takeoff. Wind 290, 28, gusting 41.
Clear takeoff runway 24 Sierra 7, KLM 281, dank u. Toch een hele goede morgen, KLM 181, approach Sierra 7, ready up and repeat.
KLM 181, line up runway 24.
Line up away to runway 24, runway Sierra 7, and what's the latest wind, KLM 181?
280, 30, gusting up 45.
Thanks.
Shamrock 60 Alpha, 27 clear to land, 290 with 30 gusting up 45.
Clear to land 27, Shamrock 60 Alpha.
Delta 136.
Delta 136, good day sir, the wind 290, 32 gusting up 45.
Okay, did you say 250 at 45?
290 with 32 knots, gusting up to 45.
Okay, 290 and 32 gusting to 45. Is the runway dry?
Well, there has been some rain, but not flooded or something.
Hello, 9906, giving way to EasyJet, Sierra 7.
906, roger, in the sequence line 24.
Line up in sequence, runway 24, and that's 9906.
Wind check for runway 24, now also from direction 290, 29 knots, gusting up to 45.
Okay, I'm 181, that's too much for us.
Okay, 1181, take it shadow 5, but hold short of taxiway Bravo, going to guide you to runway 27.
Okay, making a right turn, shadow 5 and holding short of Bravo, okay, I'm 181, because now the wind is 45 cross.
Sorry, before Zulu Whiskey, fully ready.
Sorry, say again?
348 Zulu Whiskey, fully ready.
Wait, Zulu Whiskey, line up runway 24.
Hello, runway 24, Zulu Whiskey.
Delta 136, runway 27, clear to land, 29036, gusting up to 47.
Okay, Delta 136, copy. We're plus or minus 20 knots on airspeed at 1,000 feet.
Copy. Kilo 191, give way to the Embraer there, and call 121, listen on 705 again.
Yeah, 11705, give way to the Embraer, okay, I'm 181.
Tower, Kennedy 24, I love 27.
Canada 824, let's see the wind 29034, gusting up 47.
84.
T4 at Zulu Whiskey, can you accept the current winds? 29031, gusting up 45. EC4 at Zulu Whiskey, the wind at the moment now is 30027, gusting up 45.
Okay, stand by. Yeah, we're okay, EC4 at Zulu Whiskey.
Oh, Zulu Whiskey, okay, the wind is back from 29026, gusting up 45, runway 24, clear takeoff.
Clear takeoff on 94, EC4 at Zulu Whiskey.
Emirates 906, you are okay with the wind?
Emirates 906.
Sorry, confirm?
Affirmative, Emirates 9906.
Okay, sir. Two liner behind EasyJet.
Line up behind EasyJet, Emirates 9906, runway 24.
Canada 824, runway 27, clear to land, 28036, gusting up 47.
Clear to land, 27, okay, 24.
France 1 to Lima Golf, current wind, 30026, gusting up 45. You're okay there with runway 24?
It's okay with us, France 200,
Copy, sir, behind 777, liner behind.
Behind that 777, line up behind, wait behind there, France 2 Lima Golf. Hello, France 7 on first line, Delta Beach, ILS 27, good morning.
777 on Fort Mike, good morning. Emirates 906, the wind 2, correction 30025, gusting up 45. Runway 24, clear takeoff.
Clear takeoff, Emirates 906, runway 24.
And ground now for Canada 824.
Call 121, decimal 805, and it's first right now.
2805, this radar is east today.
Dutch Alpha 71 Fox Mike, runway 27, clear to land, 29035, gusting up 47.
Get to land 27, Fox Mike. Good morning, it's C4 Uniform Zulu, fully established, 180 knots.
C4 Uniform Zulu, Roger. Air Force 1 to Lima Golf, 29027, gusting up 45, runway 24, clear takeoff.
Clear takeoff, analyzing for Air Force 1 Lima Golf.
Sky Travel 71 Fox Mike, see you in the mist approach, continue straight ahead.
Salut ahead, contrôle 1 Fox Mike, wind shear.
On the 81, hold short. Sky Travel 71 Fox Mike, you can turn right to heading 360.
Heading 360 by drive, contrôle 1 Fox Mike.
Right, so when you're ready for it, contact 118.405 again.
118.405.
EC3 for Uniform Zulu, runway 27, clear to land, 29033, gusting up 47.
Clear to land, EC3 for Uniform Zulu. Tower Air France 180 kilo.
France 180 kilo, Roger.
Dora now geen wacht, KLM 765, fully low 530.
I'm 765, Roger. Okay, so we're going to wait one more landing and then it's yours. Cap 765, just to let you know that before your landing, there will be a departure.
765, Roger, currently flight 170, what's the moving you?
Hold on. Wind check, it's 29034, gusting up 47. France, 180 kilo, runway 27, clear to land, 29034, gusting up 47.
Yeah, 227, France 180.
181, airspeed 20, short final, behind the line of 270.
And behind the airboat, that's fine, a lot of
prepare for a immediate departure of liner 034, we have 47.
Okay, yes,
Kilometer 81, 30035, 47, runway 27, clear takeoff. Connection over 74, landing for Captain 31, we have landing company, every 27. Captain 31, take care, 3 miles per hour.
Takeoff runway 27. Tower KLM 31, important takeoff. We are ready for immediate takeoff and sequence again.
You have duplicated runway now, correct?
It's affirming duplicated and we can continue in the sequence for takeoff then.
Okay, duplicated November 2.
Duplicating November 2, KLM 31.
Alright, Chirac, as you copied it, do you want to continue your approach to my
Yeah, copy.
Can 31 be stand in November 2 to help you fully down?
Welcome.
Over people do. Can I manage it at 30046 little and 27? And then 300 here over the landing.
That's okay,
Delta 1 for you ready? Delta 1 for 3, line up runway 27, wind check 30032, costing up 46.
Up. Pull up. Minimum. Sink rate. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. 10.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our destination. For your safety and comfort, please remain seated until the captain turns off the fasten seatbelt sign. Please check around you for any personal belongings. Please also use caution when opening the overhead lockers, as heavy articles may have shifted during the flight. On behalf of the flight crew, thank you for flying with us, and have a pleasant day.